Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So continuing the series of houses through astrology. We have already covered from the first house till the seventh house. In case you have missed those videos, you can go back to my playlist and I will also attach some of the videos at the end of this video. So subscribe to my channel for many more and to finish the series which we have started. This particular video we are going to talk about the 8th house in astrology. In order to understand what 8th house is, we have to get the true meaning of what is darkness, which is what? Fear, anxiety, fear of unknown, accidents, etc. All of which is a part of 8th house. 8th house is the most malefic house, meaning the Trik Bhava. It is, the malefic houses are 6, 8 and 12. And I have made videos about my 6th house and you can watch that over here. But the 8th house is the Mogambo of all the bad houses. My Indian viewers are going to understand this. So it is considered the most malefic. And why is that? Think about it. What is it that we are most scared of? We have the fear of death and we have the fear of unknown, both of which is 8th house. Further, when we move ahead in this video, I'm going to explain why is it not that much of a malefic house and what are the positive sides of this house also. So do watch till this end of this video and I'm going to give you some of the very simple examples in order to understand the basics of the houses, especially on this 8th house. So 8th house is everything that is beneath the surface, psychologically and physically. Psychologically, the things that are beneath the surface are some of our hidden fears. They are stress and anxiety. Our secret talents, our deepest, darkest secrets are the 8th house. Physically, it is the life which we have after we get married. So it is the relationship with the in-laws. It is the married life. It also shows your bedroom life, all of which is very private. Again, beneath the surface. If we try to understand it with the help of an example, we know what an archaeologist does or a researcher does. He digs deep inside the surface of the earth, underground, and then he finds out the minerals, oils, gold, etc. That is exactly an activity of 8th house. Because anything which cannot be seen on the surface level is the 8th house. Now, why is it considered so much of malefic? You know, the things why we consider it as very much malefic is because it also deals with the ups and downs of life, sudden events. It is basically the house of death and rebirth. What is that? It is the changes which a person has in their lives. Like for example, you may have a lot of friends who are perhaps in finance sector. And one day they want to decide that they want to become an actor. And from that point, their life changes completely and they go towards what their passion is. That is when we see the transformation, how their life changes 360 degrees turn. It can be bad or good. It can be bad like after an accident, how bad if you have an accident which is really bad, your entire life changes after that. So that also we can see. Why we are so much scared is the only thing is the fear of unknown which is associated with this house. So you can imagine that you're driving uphill on a tunnel which is 10 to 20 kilometers long and you don't know what is coming up. You're apprehensive, you're scared and you don't know that what is on the other side of this tunnel. But once you get out of the tunnel, you see that it's a bright sunny day and you see that the entire city is ahead of you. So the moment when you're inside that tunnel is the 8th house because you're apprehensive, you're scared, you don't know what's coming up. That is the moment. But the only thing why it's considered to be bad is these things like the fear of unknown. So some of the good things that are associated with this house is sudden good things also. Like there can be sudden bad things like accidents, but there can be certain good things like for example, you winning a lottery. That's a great thing, right? So these are some of the gains or the profits that you make on a sudden basis. Some of the money which is not really yours, but still it's yours. Like for example, the money that you get from your parents or ancestors. Insurance money. When someone dies, they leave you with the insurance money or with the ancestors' property. It is also the wealth of your spouse. It's not really yours, it's not earned by you, but still it's yours. So these are some of the profits and the gains which are associated with the 8th house as well. So that's why it's not good to classify it as only a bad house. Definitely it is it has a lot of malefic energy, but it has positive energy also. And depending on which planet is sitting in the 8th house, we can understand the relevance of it. For example, if Sun is sitting in your 8th house, then naturally you'll be inclined towards occult sciences like astrology, Vastu Shastra, etc. If we have Moon sitting in the 8th house, then you may have a lot of psychological baggage. You will also have strong intuitive powers. If we have Mars sitting over here, then we can see that your relationship with your in-laws may not be that good. And similar case goes with Ketu as well. If Ketu is sitting here, you may have some issues in relation with your in-laws. If we have Venus or Mercury sitting here, then it gives a very strong combination for wealth. So if you have other planets like Rahu sitting over here, then you will have a natural inclination towards occult sciences like astrology, like I mentioned, and because this is also a hidden science. Okay, so this is how we can understand. If you have Saturn here, then you are going to have a very long life. You may have to deal with some of the illnesses also. So depending on which planet is over here, we can understand. If you don't know which planet is there and you want to book your personal readings, you can contact me. All the details are going to be here and in the description box as well. So that's all for the 8th house. Stay tuned to finish the series on houses and astrology. And thank you so much for watching.